What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is 5 lies Brits in America tell themselves.
So this is 5 lies Lawrence tells himself?
Yeah, this is Lawrence. He has probably told himself these lies and reflected on it. Thought, I can do a video on this.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same.
I can't think of what it's going to be though.
No, but I'm guessing this is going to be about him.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Oh, well, in general, I'm guessing it's general ones, but his experience as well is what I'm guessing. Smash that button if you enjoy, guys. Smash that subscribe button. Check out pages as well. Would really appreciate it. Exclusive content on there. Early access content, movie uncut reactions on there as well. Millie is also 35 weeks pregnant when we record this. Maybe the baby's been when you see this. Maybe not. We don't know. We're pre-recording.
Santa's visited.
Exactly. Santa might have visited. The baby might have visited. We don't know. So we're pre-recording. So would appreciate if you could check it out. If not, just watching is enough though. You ready to get into it?
You've mugged him off.
I know, it's an awful pause, but that's the start of the video. That's his editing. You ready to go? Let's go.
While the thought of Lawrence owning his own swimming pool surrounded by banks of palm trees, I don't. Mine is surrounded by a car park.
What?
Christmas,
oh, Vlogmas. Anyway, something came.
Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to perception. Okay. Before I left Britain more than 11 years ago, there were mountains of ways that I perceived, dare I say, misperceived America. In the ensuing years, I've continued to be happily surprised by life in the brave new world, but there was a time shortly before moving here that I filled my head with lies. Okay. Mark Twain once wrote, and it's a view that I share, that travel is fatal to narrow-mindedness. Upon leaving our own nation for another, we should not only prepare to respect that nation's culture, but to a large extent immerse ourselves in it.
100%.
That said, there comes...
And I'll also extend the travel to research, because we've done so much research on this, and I mean, personally, I's complete opinions, everything completely different to the start. We've learned so much. You legends are awesome, amazing cultures out there.
Definitely.
I don't know if you were saying.
Yeah, definitely.
So just even researching is fatal to narrow-mindedness, isn't it? It's good.
There's a point, usually early on in the move, when this admirable sense of flexibility gives way, if only somewhat, to one particularly stoic conviction that I, the traveller in question, won't be changed. This internal conflict manifests itself rather heavily in the minds of a Brit upon his or her relocation to the US. I can say this unequivocally, of course, as one who has undertaken such a journey. We remain so steadfast in our defence of Britain, its food, its customs, its vernacular, that Americans may occasionally detect a level of resentment that isn't fully there. We don't mean anything by it. Moaning is honestly just a British pastime.
That is a British thing.
Even the most optimistic Brit is occasionally guilty. Instead of facing up to reality and accepting that a place has more chance of changing you than you it, we tell ourselves little white lies, designed of course to prevent this new place from leaving blemishes on our otherwise flawless faces. Some of us, that is. And so, without further ado, here are 5 such lies.
I'm ready. That was a great intro, by the way.
That was a great intro.
Most of us are familiar with the phrase, home is where the heart is, because Britain informed much of who we are, what we believe.
I think that is true. And I think, before I did the videos, I used to think that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you are so used to something, it's like, wait, why would that be better than this? This is so good. But
then when you learn and you give it a go, so that you realise, oh, actually, this is quite nice.
Yeah, that's what I can see that.
And most importantly, what we eat. Nothing in America can quite hold a candle to its British equivalent. That's what we think. You take a bite of Hershey's and proclaim, this tastes like cardboard, give me Cadbury fruit and nut. You drink iced tea and wonder immediately what became of your decision-making skills. You look at your decision-making skills and then determine that they were better before you got to Heathrow Airport. Actually, you determined that everything was better in the UK, except of course, this isn't true. You just think it is because until this point, you'd never known anything else, and because when all is said and done, we are the narrow-minded people that Mark Twain was referring to. And sometimes, in the case of the Hershey's Cadbury debate, we're simply just correct.
Yeah,
just kidding. I actually love Hershey.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely agree on a lot of things, but I feel like on the Hershey's thing, I think we're all right.
Yeah, I get the example used, like we think Hershey's is gross because we like our chocolate, but
I think that
is
true.
Our broccoli.
Our broccoli? What's broccoli? That's like mocklet off friends. Broccoli.
Our chocolate, unfortunately, I think is better.
In our opinions, like I say.
In our opinion, you probably think your chocolate's better because that's what you're used to.
I also think, yeah, if we'd have grown up in the US and had Hershey's our entire life or that kind of chocolate, would have then gone, oh, Cadbury's is horrible.
Let's just say, barbecue in Britain is not as good as barbecue in America,
100%.
and we've not even tried it in America.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I prefer our chocolate. I don't think I'd need to change our chocolate.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with that. And again, but I think if we grew up in America, we probably would prefer American chocolate.
Yeah.
It's just where you grow up and get
on
used to it.
the British high schoolers video that they tried the British snacks, people did say Hershey's is not good.
True, they did.
But it's preference.
But that's another story for another video. Here's point number 2. The second lie is perhaps the biggest of them all. Brits adopt this high and mighty attitude upon receiving oft-repeated comments such as, "Wow, which part of Australia is that accent from?" or "You sound so intelligent." But any perceived offence at these sentiments belies one very particular human need, being the centre of attention. Even the most introverted among us like to feel the warm sensation that comes with being noticed.
That's true.
Deep down, when you, the American, become the 8th person in a week to ask us, "How do you pronounce water?" our ice-cold retort is often a British way of saying, "Thanks."
I prefer their accents anyway.
Oh,
Over
100%.
ours.
100%.
Becoming Americanized, at least in the eyes of those Brits you left behind, is somehow the ultimate sin. Once you move away, don't start talking like a Yank, joked approximately all of my friends before I'd even packed my first suitcase. Always remember that it's football, not soccer. The problem, if you can call it a problem, is that not only do we British inherit various Americanisms, but the process of doing so is utterly unavoidable. Picture, if you will, the confusion that would arise if I always refer to soccer, a term actually coined in England, as football when in the company of Americans, especially in light of the popular US sport of the same name. Of course, such broad modification to our vernacular could have interesting consequences if the next entry ever ceased to be a lie.
Yeah, I think it's good to adapt to where you are. Like
adapt. I think it just happens.
I would like to think that if Americans came over, if they moved here, they would start to then call soccer football.
Probably.
But like the same way if we
maybe. I don't know about, because there wouldn't be any not backlash, but there wouldn't be any confusion. If they said soccer, everyone would understand it still.
Yeah.
Kind
but
of
I feel like it's about being open to.
I think you'd be open, but I also think it just naturally happens. Kind of like in our videos, I call it soccer automatically in videos now, just because I'm used to it and I'm used to the confusion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, I need to call it soccer. Sometimes I do, but I just say it naturally now. And that is not me going,
if I
need to call it soccer. I think it just naturally happens.
If you know it, like, I don't think I'd go there and be like, "Oh, football," meaning soccer, because I know it's soccer.
Yeah.
I know they call it soccer, so why would I try and make it confusing?
No, exactly.
I would try, because it's not just confusing for them, it's confusing for us if we...
No, definitely. I think it's just a natural thing. Wherever you live, you get used to it. And it's like with anything, like when I'm with Jersey, everyone says, "Hey." I say "hey" every so often now.
And if he's lived there 11 years, you're going to pick up.
Just naturally pick it up.
People are talking to you all the time about, it is what it is, isn't it?
Definitely.
The fourth lie is one very dear to my heart, mainly because my move from Britain to America, now going strong at 11 years, was meant to last just one.
Wow.
I moved here as an affordable alternative to recession-era London, and because my wife was a US citizen.
I was going to say, she was here.
The agreement had been that we'd camp out in recession-era Anderson, Indiana, population 56,000, and wait for all of this to blow over. In the words of American cartoonist Alan Saunders, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Somewhere behind that otherwise modest and humble countenance of ours, we develop a narrative that contains the following delusional subplot. My friends back home are secretly jealous of me because I live where all the best movies are filmed. The truth is, people are rightly so caught up in their own lives that even the merest consideration of mine would be a stretch. While the thought of Lawrence owning his own swimming pool surrounded by banks of palm trees, I don't, mine is surrounded by a car park, sounds glamorous. It is not in any way a true depiction of American life. Feel free to binge watch all of my videos for more details. Thankfully, deep down, I think most of my British friends are more than aware of this fact. That's it for this episode. Please click...
Yeah, I feel like that one is definitely like some people are happy for you.
Yeah, I think happy
doesn't mean they're jealous.
Don't have to be jealous.
Like, you can be really happy for someone, but also really content with what you're...
Exactly. And at the end of the day, you may think about it for a second, but then suddenly something else happens in your life you got to think about, and you got to put your...
Don't get me wrong, like, if he was living by the palm trees and by a pool and all
fair
that,
play to him.
I would be a little bit jealous.
100%.
But doesn't mean that I would want to give up what my life is for that. It's preferences, isn't it?
On that note, make sure you're happy. That is the most important thing in life, as long as you're happy. Smash that like button, guys. Smash that subscribe button. What should we do?
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you, legends, in the next one. Peace.